Come into the light. Hi everyone! So today, Colleen and I are going to show you all of our doll-sized horses. I have always been a real fanatic for horses. I've loved them. They've always been one of my favorite animals. And we actually had 3 pet horses. I wanted to show all my doll horses, including My Little Ponies. Because people ask me about them all the time. So this will be everything from American Girl-sized horses to like itty-bitty Kelly-sized horses. Without further ado, we're going to show you them. These are all pictured on Flickr. There are a few of the like clone horses that aren't on there at this exact moment, but I will be getting them up as soon as possible. And also My Little Ponies aren't on Flickr yet. Oh, and Colleen has allergies, so if she sneezes and coughs, that's why. So let's get to it. Starting with the My Little Ponies. These are all of the My Little Ponies that Colleen and I have. I didn't really have a lot of these growing up, and every single one of these I think was secondhand, right? Even the one you had?
Yeah.
So this is Colleen's pony, So Soft Shady.
I've literally had this horse as far back as I can remember.
And I had to like flat iron all these guys and clean them up. And you also had another one that was like flopped.
Yes.
You used to have Paradise. This is Glory.
My personal favorite.
Yeah, she's mine. She reminds me of my favorite Barbie horse named Ocean. So I got her with all of My Little Ponies except for these 2 birds and her, and obviously Colleen's. I got her at a flea market in one of these 2 big bowls of like Littlest Pet Shop and My Little Pony stuff. I just thought that they were so cute because one of my friends had these growing up and she had like a little house, and I love her and she's beautiful. This is a Totsie knockoff pony. She's an imposter. I don't know what she's actually called. I did try to do some research, but I couldn't find her. But she is a little bit lighter weight, and then like her hair isn't as nice quality, and you can see someone cut it, but I love you anyways. Ooh, this is Firefly. So she's really cute. She's got like the lightning bolt on her bum. Like I said, I got her with the rest of My Little Ponies, including the imposter. She, like, oh my god, she gets moldy so quickly, like when you bathe her. That's part of why they ended up staying out here, because I had to deep clean them, and I had washed them like when I first got back into collecting, and I guess I put them away too soon, and I didn't realize like she was lodged with water. So when I went to like move them, I realized that she'd gotten moldy, and I felt so terrible, so I had to deep clean them, and then I put them out here to air dry, and then they just kind of never left. So that's fine.
They've been out ever since.
This is my first one, this one with the clock here. This is Bright Eyes. She actually just got some stains removed. I got her, was she from Meme and Pepe Del?
I don't know.
I think I got her from my grandparents, but she was secondhand. I also used to have My Little Pony keychain, which R.I.P. Pony.
Oops.
That was the Kelly horse. And this is Peach. She's cute. I got her with my others. And then this is Sweet Stuff Twinkle Eyes. Cute. She's got like the rhinestone eyes, her and Bright Eyes over here. And then I have 2 birds, which these were always at our grandparents' house. This is just something that they had. So this is Twilight Tales, and then that's True Love Tales. She usually lives over there, but
and
Chloe's feet were blocking her.
When Meme moved from her house into our house,
yeah, that's when they came.
Yeah, she let us take them home.
Yep. I have 2 Disney horses. This is the Hunchback of Notre Dame horse, and this is actually reversible. So this is like the Phoebus side and the crap. And I got him in a bin at the flea market with, I want to say, my Beauty and the Beast classic dolls we named Joy and William.
Oh, possibly.
And the funny thing is, I didn't have any clue that this was a Disney horse. And then when I started getting into collecting Disney in 2011, I realized I have that horse and I have all the stuff that goes with it. So, talk about cool. And then this is Khan. He's my favorite Disney horse. Mom surprised me with him for Christmas. Okay, you're bad. When the Mulan movie had come out, and I got him and my true
Hearts of Honor.
Hearts of Honor. Oh my gosh. My Hearts of Honor set for Christmas, and he's really cute. And Mushu, I do have him, but he didn't want to be in the video. He kept falling off of Con. And these 2 live upstairs usually. So then we have my 2 Bratz horses. So this is the Fashion Pixies horse, but mine was repackaged with the Sheridan and Glowing Unicorn. The only place. And then this is my Wild Wild West horse from 05, and I got him at the flea market in 2012 from one of the regular sellers, and I just love these horses, and they're really nice. Like, I'm pretty sure they have saran hair. So it's not like that icky nylon connectle and stuff you usually get. So then we have my 5 American Girl-sized horses. So 4 of them are our generation. So these are like old school, our generation. So this is Rosie. This is one of my most special possessions and one of my favorite horses in my entire collection. Her name is Rosie because she came with a like thing of roses that went around her, and I even put like some like pink roses on her bum over there with some streamers. So for my 11th birthday, when I got my Josephina doll, who's my favorite American Girl, Mom and Dad surprised me with this horse because, again, I love horses, and that was one of my last birthday gifts from Mom because she passed away not long after that. So she was always just one of my most prized possessions. I used to braid her hair all the time. I love her very much, and I'm really glad I always held on to her. This one we named Black Beauty, because we had a horse named Black Beauty, or its official name was Boy, but I guess Boy would be the more fitting name since he's not black. It was Christmas, so it was the first Christmas without Mom.
Yep.
2002, so it was like a few months after I got Rosie. Dad surprised Colleen with this horse for Molly. And I just want to say, I was never the jealous kid. Like, I never had to be like a special snowflake and be the only kid that had something. I was
Whereas
fine.
I was.
Right.
Sorry.
I was fine sharing
No,
my
you
toys.
can't play with Kelly dolls because I do. No, you can't play with this because I am.
Yeah, that was Colleen.
No, we can't share.
I was like, I wanted like a little sister or a little brother to share things with. Like, I was a butt kiss. That was the kind of kid I was. But when I saw that Dad got Colleen this
no
horse,
sister or brother, so I would never.
I was so upset, and that was one of the few times. There has only been 2 times in my entire life that I ever got mad at like one of my parents for buying someone something else. I got mad at Dad for buying this horse for Colleen, and then for getting my second cousin a Bratz spa. Now the reason being is because horses were my thing, and Rosie was my last present from Mom, and Colleen didn't even like horses a whole lot, nor did she really care for having like a big our generation horse. So I was just really affronted that was my special thing. And then the Bratz spot was because Bratz were me and Dad's thing. I mean, if you've watched my Why I Love Bratz video, I cry in that video. I'm very passionate about my Bratz. So those were the only 2 times ever, I swear, in my whole life I had like a bratty moment, like you can't have that because I do. And Colleen didn't care. She actually was the one.
I was like,
yeah, you were the one who told Dad, right?
Well, I heard you were upset, and I'm like, Dad, she can have it. I really don't care.
Yeah,
I'll buy you something else. No, I really don't care.
But I was, yeah, I mean, I feel bad, but at the same point, I only ever did that twice, and Colleen did it like a million times over everything. So then this horse and this horse were both gifts. They were actually secondhand. So Dad's best friend, Jimmy, I've mentioned him in a few videos now because he's given us some things. We went flea marketing with him before. He's a garbage man, so I think he found these in the garbage. Like, someone was throwing them out. They're pretty old, and they actually have some scuffs and things. So we named this one Missy, and this one Dancer, after our 2 horses, 2 of our horses that we had. And then this is my only real American Girl horse. This is Penny, Felicity's horse, and yeah, they all have like little doodads on their tails, I should say. I did this yesterday. I had a lot of fun. So Penny's from the flea market, and Kelly's horse does not want to stay up. We found her opening day 2015. She was $15, and I had never seen one of these in real life. Colleen and I both weren't sure, is it American Girl? It looked it because she's so like flocked, but her hair was in pretty bad shape. So we kind of bought her like just guessing, like just to be safe. And actually, it's the same seller we got Kensuke Spin from. And turns out she's real, which is awesome. But the funny thing is, I saw another Penny with her saddle and everything for $5 from a different seller later the same summer, but I don't have room for like too many of these big horses, and you know, I figured someone else could get the good deal. Although it was tempting because I love horses. Kenner Fashion Star Fillies. This is Joelle. And I got her in the Fountain Mermaid lot with some Barbies, but she's really cool. I love how like fancy she is. Colleen would have died for this when she was a kid. She loves unicorns and things like that. And then the Fantasy Filly, she is Zephyr, I think. I'll insert her name here. And I got her as a birthday gift for one of my birthdays. I think the same one I got working at Barbie from. And she can't stand because, yeah, she's missing like half her leg. I did that by accident to a lot of my horses, and Colleen always played with this
I
one.
just say I love her.
But we can't remember what her name was. She's supposed to be a Pegasus. And
I can't remember what we named
she's
her.
the same make as these guys. I just identified them today. They're some kind of champion horse by, what's the name? Marshawn. I'll insert the names of them. This guy was just, I don't know where I got him. Flea market? I don't know. And then this was one Dad surprised me with. His name is Brownie. Real creative. He is also missing part of his leg. You can see there's some tape there. Poor Dad always had to play horse doctor, and Dad just came home one day and surprised me with this guy. So he's really special, and I'm glad I still have him. Then those are my Magic of Pegasus Kelly horses. I got them in the Memorial Day yard sale lot of 2014. So they were just in the big lot of doll stuff I got. And then these are Colleen's Kid Core horses. So these two are for Katie, and then these three are for Jody. You got this one with a sled, right?
Yeah.
And then
The Winter Wonderland sled you got me for Christmas.
yeah, and then this one. Did you get this one used?
I don't remember. I have some Katie stuff that like has horse gear, but I don't actually have any actual horses.
These were your Jody horses. I know you got two of these brand new, but I think this one we just got like in a lot.
Yeah, the brown one I got the day you got your Sleeping Beauty and Rapunzel, I think, because I have a picture of the Jody I got with it.
This is Zipper. He's the Kelsey's horse. That's not his name. I don't think he came with a name. He came with a Kelsey in like a fancy pink velour dress. It was supposed to be some kind of princess. Anyways, I like him a lot. He's very handsome. And this is a Hasbro Dazzle Magical Talking Pony. Her name is Kindness. She is supposed to talk. She probably does still, but she didn't have batteries in. So she'd say things like, I love you, and you're pretty.
Which is why we named her Kindness.
She said it in like this really like nauseating tone, like, I love you.
We bought her during the Barbie boycott.
Yeah, she's really high quality. She's discolored a bit with age. And this is another Black Beauty. Colleen named her, that wasn't me. Black Beauty was one of my favorite books, by the way, when I was 11.
Yeah, I got her for the same birthday I got that really neat clone kitchen that we can't identify. A package with a Jeep and a horse trailer.
We still have those.
And it was like one of those really cheap open packages, you know, made of cardboard. I played with her a lot when I was little.
Yeah, her hair's in bad shape. And then this is a Kelly horse, which you thought was Stacy, so you must have, did you buy this?
I played with that. I don't remember if I bought it separate or if we got it in a bin, but I liked it. It was like Stacy's size.
So this is Dallas, whose name is Sabrina. And this is Ginger. I'm going to talk about them at the same time. This is Star Stepper. So, like I said, when I was younger, I was obsessed with horses. And these are two of my oldest Barbie things in my collection. I had Ginger first, and then I got Sabrina. They're both secondhand.
Sabrina
right?
at a yard sale.
Oh, we did?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't remember
I'm
because I
older
was
than
so
her,
little.
so I remember.
I remember, though. I have a very vague memory of finding Ginger in a bin with stuffed animals at the Salvation Army my grandparents worked at. And I was, like, over the moon because he's, like, this beautiful dark brown color. His hair is supposed to be, like, to here. You can see here, Broken and Ginger on the other side here. Broken. Yeah, we used to play horse games. We would take them to, like, doctor's offices.
Yeah, and play with them in the folding pretty house.
Oh, yeah. So, Dad actually had to put, like, a metal rod into his leg to hold it together. That's bad. But he was my, he's my second favorite horse. So, tied with Rosie.
I think Ginger and Sabrina were either siblings or a couple.
They were a couple. Sunrunner. I got him, I kind of consider it him, in the summer of 2012 with my Western Fun Barbie from the 80s. They were both like in perfect shape, and I just had to get him because I'm a sucker for horses. I wanted him more than Barbie. And then we have two of our Nibbles horses. So the story goes that for Christmas '96, the same year you got Molly.
Yep, so it was definitely Christmas.
Colleen wanted Nibbles, and Mom and Dad got us each Nibbles because when we were really little, they bought everything in twos. So mine's name was Cookie, yours name was just Nibbles, but you pined and pined for Nibbles, but you never really played with her.
Well, okay, so here's what happened. I saw Nibbles at your friend's house and at my friend's house, and my friend even had the stable.
The Feeding Fun stable, I have it.
And I thought, and whenever I went over her house, I didn't really want to play with my friend. I wanted to play with the Nibbles stable. I was jealous, and I wanted one. And I wanted Molly before I even wanted a Nibbles. I'd like started wanting Molly when I read the books. But you know, kids that are passing fancies. I forgot all about Molly by Christmas time because I was so like hung up on this whole Nibbles concept. So I was scurrying through the Christmas tree, just randomly trying to look and find Nibbles. And I opened Molly first. I looked and I'm like, oh, it's a baby doll, and I like tossed the box aside. And Dad's like, wait, Colleen, look again. And then I saw the book on her legs, and I'm like,
okay, this is about horses, not about Molly.
Yeah, so anyway, so that's why Nibbles got kind of forgotten, because I did open Nibbles, but
I opened mine first.
Shelly got one too, which I was kind of mad about.
Yeah, so. I opened mine first, and I was like, Colleen, you can have mine. I was such a butt kiss.
No one likes a butt kiss, okay?
Colleen, you
People like the more genuine admission that I would rather play with my friend's Nibbles horse than her. And then the only reason I went over there was to play with the Nibbles horse, okay? Bad person, good person.
Lucky, my horse, is no longer with us because
she lost her tail and most of her hair.
And her paint. And then I got this one, who's actually wearing her saddle and stuff, at the flea market some years later. She didn't have cut hair. These are my two high steppers. So this is one I had first. This is one I had growing up. I got him at the flea market. My friend Ashley had him growing up. She also had some My Little Ponies.
She was one of the ones with Nibbles, too.
She had a lot of things we wanted. Yeah, he has cut hair, too, because go figure, Shelly cut everything. Shelly was like a demon with scissors. And then this one was actually from our friend Lisa.
This is her childhood horse.
See how nice it is? I just want to show you the difference here. Shelly's horse, Lisa's horse. Lisa let us have all of her Barbie stuff that she could find, including this horse. So that was cool. This is Rapunzel's wedding horse. I got her with these two Princess and the Pauper carriage horses. Yes, they have things on their tails too. They all do. And they all have cut hair, and that's because I didn't, these weren't mine. I just want to preface this. Someone else was scissor happy.
Someone else is scissor.
And they actually had a Nibbles horse that
Shelly
they butchered so bad. Shelly Scissorhands. This over here is Magic of Pegasus Brietta, who I got with my other Pegasus horses.
Like a lot of our other Pegasi, she's missing wings and a horn. But I do want to say, someone at work told me that a unicorn, because she's missing a horn, a winged unicorn was not a real fantasy creature, and that I was making it up, and I couldn't put that as my, like, wish for, like, a mythical creature pet. Here one is. She's just missing her wings, but
I think she's supposed to have horn. So then we have Siren and Ocean, my two Starlet unicorns. This is my favorite horse of them all, even over Rosie and even over Ginger. I got this one for my 11th birthday. My fake aunt and uncle, Auntie Kim and Uncle Ray, surprised me with her, and she was my Sparkling Jasmine's horse.
Oh, I see that Siren stole her fixins.
Well, that's because she has the pretty paint, and see how she's like yellow still? She was one of my favorite things. I played with her all the time. I should say too, these were all in my room, like all the ones I had as a kid were in my room for a long time. I used to like have a menagerie of just crap all over my room, as Dad would call it. So I would put them like all on top of my bureaus when I had bureaus in my room. So she used to be right by my alarm clock, and she ended up turning yellow. I'm not sure if it was from the UV.
And like, I mean full yellow too, not like this spotty
Yeah, you're kind
yellow.
of in the light. You might want to move her over here.
Like full yellow too, not this like spotty yellow. Like,
yeah,
really
she
yellow.
was really like I don't know if you can see around her eyes where I did a crappy paint job, but yeah. So I was really upset because she was one of my favorite things. Like if I could only keep a handful of Barbie items, it would definitely be her. So that last year Dad was alive, he felt so bad for me that he had me tape her off and like wrap her hair up, and he spray painted her white, and then he spritzed silver on her to give her like a metallic-y sheen, and then I just went back and I touched up around her hooves and around her eyes with some paint and did a bad job. But I'm really glad, and she's even more special now because Dad helped me fix her up, and she reminds me of those early days of collecting. I really love her. She's truly special. And it's funny because Jasmine and Josephina each got a horse that birthday. They were my two favorite dolls. And then, obviously, I wanted to have a more original looking one to remind me of what mine is supposed to look like. So I named her Siren, because I named that one Ocean. And
we bought her from the guy that we buy a lot of Bratz from, right?
Yeah, the old people. Yeah, she's wearing Ocean's fixins because she was naked. So those are all of my horses. I'll give you guys a quick pan around. those are all my horses, and like I said, they all have pictures on Flickr, or will have pictures. And I also wanted to show you guys my riding helmet from when we used to have horses and I was learning to ride, which I didn't really like riding horses because it hurt my tailbone, and I don't know, I felt bad for the horses, but I still have this, even though I don't usually keep stuff like this for sentiment. I just remember picking it out, and I wanted a really classic looking one.
Mine was pink. Magenta.
And I think the first time Colleen went to ride a horse, Dad didn't cinch the saddle. You have to like kind of knee the horse so that they suck in so you can get the saddle tight. Anyways, our horse boy, Colleen was riding him, he started doing this and she fell. I don't think you ever wanted to ride after that.
No, I mean I did. I rode Missy around the yard a few times, but I didn't like it. You're right, it hurt my butt. Oh, an emphasis on the whole idea of getting a real unicorn with wings. It would also poop gold. So I'd make lots of money and not have to clean horse poop.
I'm surprised you didn't say like poop candy. Or just Pepsi.
I can buy candy or Pepsi with gold.
Until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.